2017 is over, 2018 is here, and I hope you are just as excited as me to start this year. I am like, because it was such an incredible year, I wanted to answer 8 review questions on 2017. So let's get into the video. My favourite video this year, going up to the Lost Valley of Glencoe, because that was my first time in Glencoe, and what an incredible place. Absolutely loved it, and we had so much fun that day. And just having that video there as like a memory is pretty cool. So the trip to the Lost Valley of Glencoe is definitely up there and one of my favourites. And the other one that springs to mind would be walking out that door and down the street in my boxers. Not because the video was particularly very good, because it wasn't that great. What happened with that video was I tweeted out saying it's going to be my 1-year anniversary of creating video, and it's St Andrew's Day, what should I do? Someone replied saying you should walk down the street in your Scotch boxers. So I was like, that's quite a funny idea. Sent it to a few mates, they were like, do it. And then when they said do it, I was like, I can't do that, that is so embarrassing. But because I felt uncomfortable about it, that's what made me do it. And it was more of like a challenge of getting out my comfort zone, building confidence of things in the end. And so the fact that I went and did that and created that video, which is actually still the one that most people talk about to this day, they're like, saw you naked, don't know if you're brave or crazy. And then I go, bit of both probably. I've had a lot of fun with the Scottish YouTubers Sean, Moscow, Erin. It's a fist. Stomp. It's a fist. But the one that stands out is probably the innuendo bingo video that me and Erin did.
Doing what?
Coming.
One, I think it was so fun to film. 2, it still makes me laugh watching it back. And 3, because we like ruined the floor. We had this situation where we were like running around scrubbing the floor, not knowing what to do. And that was funny in itself. Comment below if you want to see more innuendo bingo videos, because I certainly want to film them, but we're only going to film them if you guys want to see them. Who's been your favourite YouTuber or YouTube channel this year? I have really enjoyed watching a few different people this year actually. Yes Theory, these guys are like 4 guys that live in America, 4 or 5, I'm not sure how many there are. Guys that live together in America, and essentially the channel is all about them going out and seeking discomfort, getting out their comfort zone. And those guys are, I feel like what they are doing is kind of similar to what I'm doing in terms of what I want to do, which is to encourage people to have more fun, to laugh more, to smile more, and to challenge themselves. So Yes Theory have probably been my favourite YouTubers this year. It's a big question because it's been an amazing year for me, both business-wise and personally, and YouTube and Facebook and all these different things. Probably my favourite part of 2017 was going out to America in February. I went out to Phoenix, Arizona, spoke at a Facebook workshop out there, went to meet Infusionsoft, flew over to Texas, met Facebook there, hiked up Camelback Mountain in Arizona, had just the most amazing week there and came back feeling so excited. Question number 5. Again, I've read so many great books this year. I can't remember if I read How to Win Friends and Influence People this year or last year, but that's my favourite book of all time. Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, is an incredible book on like human psychology and how humans work. So if that was this year, that's been my favourite book. But another book that springs to mind that is a book that I wouldn't normally read was Into the Wild. Erin actually gave it to me and kind of forced me to read it. You know when someone gives you a book and they're like, oh, I brought you this book, and you're like, great, thanks. And you look in it and it's like 300 pages and the letter's like that small. That was me, but then when I got into it I was like, this is an amazing book. And if you haven't seen the film, I highly recommend the film. Well, if you've been following the vlog for the whole year, you'll probably know this. But if you don't, I only started eating chocolate and crisps again in 2017. I'd gone 8 years without eating chocolate and crisps. There was like a New Year's resolution with my brother 8 years ago that turned into a bit of a challenge and then just went a little bit too far, like 7.5 years too far. So like last year, 2017 was like the first year I had an advent calendar for that long. Yeah, it's the first time I had a bit of chocolate in 8 years, first time I ate a crisp in 8 years. Yeah, I'm quite proud of what I've managed to do in 2017, if I'm honest. Some accomplishments, growing the business to the financial level that I wanted it to grow to, which is a big one. Starting the YouTube channel and being consistent with that every week. Some of the videos on Facebook have gone like semi-viral, which is really cool. I've just met, like, 2017 has just been an amazing year. The business has grown, the goals that I wanted to achieve, like speaking more, cool opportunities, all these different things that I wanted to do, I've been able to do. And I just feel so grateful for the fact that I've done that. And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of hard work and sacrifice that people don't really see. But at the same time, I feel grateful that I can essentially wake up in the morning and do what I want, when I want. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned this year? And it's one that I'm going to take into 2018 and hopefully be better at it next year, but it's one thing that I've learned a lot this year, and mostly through video, which is, like, honestly, just do not care what other people think. When you start creating video and you start vlogging and you start getting your stuff out there, you get the people that love your stuff, but you also get the people that hate your stuff and hate you for no apparent reason. And I think it'd be very easy to be, especially if you're new and not very thick-skinned, to be put off and to stop creating video because of those people. But you can't let them get to you, because you get those guys, you get one or two that come out and for no apparent reason they just hate you. But then you get the people that love your videos and say things like, your videos put a smile on my face when I'm feeling down. And you can't stop creating video because of the people that hate it, because you'd be doing a disservice to the people that genuinely love your content. And not just love it, you're making a difference to their lives. And so I think the main thing for me is just do not care what other people think. It's not a case of people saying, I don't want to see that type of content on your channel, or that video was boring, or I really didn't like that video, or why did you do that video? Stop doing that in your videos. It's ignoring that, or maybe taking it with a pinch of salt, but like ignoring that and just doing what's you or doing what's me. And creating more of that, because at the end of the day, as long as I'm having fun and people are enjoying the videos, the majority of people are enjoying the videos, then who cares what the small minority of people that give you the hate say. That's kind of the reason I did the video where I walked down the street naked, or half naked, is because I wanted to challenge myself and get out of the comfort zone of always worrying about what people think, and just dropping that ego and doing something totally random and just owning it, walking down the street half naked and just owning that situation, as opposed to being all like, oh. 2017 has been a great year. Like I say, thank you so much if you've liked any of my videos, watched any of my videos, commented on any of my videos, shared them. I know, like, sharing, if someone shares my video, I love you for life. Yeah, just thanks so much. It's been an amazing year. Thanks for, like, joining me on this journey. Here's to an amazing 2018. I genuinely hope you have the best year. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. That would mean a lot to me, and I want to take you on some more adventures this year. What's left to say? Keep having fun, keep being happy, and have an amazing year. See you next week.